You've been grinding the film, studying profiles, analytics, projections, news, and finally, you're staring at a gorgeous rare rookie card for sale on eBay, wondering if you should place that bid or pull out the credit card, and I've been right there with you 1,000 times and then some. So in this video, I'm going to tell you when it's time to stop thinking about that card you're tracking and buy it immediately, and we're starting right now. Let's dig in. Hi, welcome to the Football Card Quest. My name is Andy. Now, if you want to learn all about buying, flipping, and shipping, and all other really cool football card related stuff, make sure you hit that subscribe button, that bell notification icon, and give us a thumbs up if we're doing a good job in this video. So eBay is by far the largest sports card marketplace with over $120 million in sports cards sold last month alone. That's where we're going to focus in this video, but just know the strategy I talk about today in this video can be used on other sports card marketplaces such as Mercari, MySlabs, ComC, StarStock, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, etc.
Excellent.
So eBay has two main ways you can buy a card. You can either be the highest bidder in an auction or buy the card at a listed price in a buy it now format. The very first thing you want to do when looking to purchase any card is to look over recently sold items and see what the card has sold for recently in the past 90 days. This is called comping, or comparing the card available for sale with the same exact card that has recently sold. It can be found down the left hand side of the web page or down in the filters of the app. Now, make sure you compare a variety of sales in both auctions and buy it now formats for your card to see how many total sales there have been and how much the cards were sold for to give yourself a better average price. But that's just step one, guys. eBay recently sold items only go back 90 days, and depending on the end time and the player card involved in auctions, they could end really low. Plus, sometimes auctions can be unethical.
Oh, they got this all screwed up. No, money down. Oops, shouldn't have this bar association logo here either.
Therefore, I like to use buy it now solds as a better marker for previous sales activity. Now, if it was a best offer accepted, then you can simply pop over to 130point.com, copy paste the listing title into their eBay sold search bar, and it'll show you the offer amount that was accepted. Now, make sure you watch to the end of this video because I'm going to share some key resources online that you can utilize to accelerate your learning curve and to aid in the research of what I'm talking about in this video. And if you've been watching my other videos about which specific sets and cards to focus on, which I'll drop in the description below if you haven't, when you're looking to invest in skill position players, chances are you are targeting more rare cards that don't have as many comparable sold listings in the last 90 days. Which is okay because there are sold listings for that card just of different players. For example, you want to invest in Michael Pittman right now, who is a great investment candidate for 2022, by the way, because Matt Ryan is a big quarterback upgrade over Carson Wentz and should give the Colts stability in the QP position that Phillip Rivers did, but also offer the arm strength of a younger gunslinger. So let's say you're looking at buying this card. 2020 Immaculate, eye black, on-card auto, patch inserted, numbered out of 99, Michael Pittman Jr., $69.99, or best offer, free shipping. Or maybe a optic on-card rookie ticket auto, $39.99 plus $4 shipping. The first thing you do is go look at those cards specifically sold for the last 90 days to see right off the bat what they have been going for in auctions and buy it now, so you know if this listing right off the bat is in line with those or is something squirrely going on, which these are fair market value. The rookie ticket auto being an easy buy it now with immediate flip potential. However, there have been some auctions recently closing for less, and that's why I advocate targeting auctions, being patient and targeting auctions that end throughout the week and during the day when a lot of people are distracted and you get less watchers, less bidders, less competition. You can potentially get that card for much less. And specifically on players, people aren't talking about on ESPN Primetime, NFL Primetime, and the like at the given moment. Now, what you want to do is just look at what the 2020 Immaculate Football rookie cards of the same scarcity. So, similar design with the eye patch auto numbered out of 99, Contenders Optic on-card auto, no serial number, are selling for. What are they selling for on nobodies? And what are they selling for on mid-tier players? And what are they selling for on top 10 elite players, to get a better understanding of how low and how high these cards are going for at the present time, while also considering the current news around the player, the current time of the year. So all in all, 70 isn't a bad price, but projecting Pittman to finish like Justin Jefferson, currently #1 dynasty wide receiver by consensus, or CeeDee Lamb. But by looking at the recent comps of iMac Pittmans of equal scarcity in general, or just on-card autos of equal scarcity for Pittman in general, I'd like to get this card for around $40 to $50 and plan to flip it for around $100 to $120. That would be my goal. And a very realistic one from a nice spike game of 3 to 4 touchdowns with Matt Ryan behind center in September, or potentially the Colts making a playoff push in December, January with some big spike game. Over time of doing this, you will get an idea of where certain cards from the same set with the same scarcity and assets, I mean design, the autograph, the serial number, the amount of colors in the jersey patch, etc. Those kind of assets on a card of players in different tiers. Using this experience and knowledge, I can tell you right off the bat that I love to target on-card autograph cards of players with serious potential of from $10 to $20, and then flip them from $60 to $100. Or target those same cards but in a graded variation, in a SGC 9 to 10 BGS, 9 to 10 PSA, 9 to 10, around $60 to $80, and flip those for $150 to potentially up to $300. You guys will notice that each time I do a mail day video, I do this type of comping for most of the more rare cards that I'm unsure of if they are in fact a good deal, because in the big scheme of things, there's not very many comps of that same card, same player available. I've got one more super important step for you, but after that, I'm going to drop some videos down below that are going to help you collect, flip, or both some other football cards in the market. I've also been dabbling in vintagecardprices.com. Shout out to my man David Hunter for putting me onto this site, which has sales history on modern graded sports cards going back to at least 2019. Using Tom Brady's base Bowman SGC 9.5 card as an example, you can see how the initial sports card boom in April-May of 2020 impacted card prices, and then the mid-season lull I've talked about in several other videos, and then what the Super Bowl did for the card and the new normal that was established afterwards. However, Brady's base cards in his Patriot uniform are considered pretty rare relative to today's standards. Information courtesy of Trading Card Database in 2000, Tom Brady had only 135 different rookie cards printed. Fast forward to 2020, Joe Burrow has 4,313 different variations from about 53 different sets. Wow. So when you look at the historical chart for Joe Burrow's base Donruss rated rookie PSA 10, released very early in the season, September of 2020, just keep that in the back of your mind. Now, as you can see, the market has evolved since the initial boom to become more production driven, which is good. However, we still see spikes happening based on news and speculation, just not as big of spikes like we see when a guy goes out and has a 4 touchdown game, or starts becoming an alpha on his team, starts producing like a top 5 player in his position, or helps his team make the playoffs. Potentially Super Bowl run has the biggest effect on a player's rookie card. There are finance tools out there like Sports Card Investors Market Movers, Card Ladder, Slab Stocks, etc., which all have their good points and drawbacks. I personally have grown fond of vintagecardprices.com because of their data goes back to the late 2000s, and they cost only $15 a month, or you could pay annually. The information on their website and app is also a bit easier to read when it comes to getting a quick idea about whether a sale looks fishy or not. Market Movers is best for ultra-modern looking at cards like a stock market, but they're limited in the cards they choose, and it seems that they tend to have a personal bias. Same thing with Card Ladder from everything that I've seen on there. Just my opinion. Obviously, test them out, trials. Most of them have trials. They have light versions, etc., etc. Try them out, test it out, see if you like it for yourself. All right, guys, thanks for stopping by. We'll catch you next time on the Football Card Quest. Peace. So essentially the thought is, if the player is a wide receiver 1 on their team, look at another wide receiver 1 on another team with a similar fan base, similar market size, similar playoff potential, and look at the same exact card scarcity. So if they're from different draft classes, you can still compare players against each other. Just make sure you use a card with the same scarcity, the same rareness. You can't compare a 2020 Optic Holo to that of a 2016 Optic Holo. There are far fewer 2016 Optic Holos in existence than there are in 2020. So ideally, you want to pick an autograph card. Pick like a rookie ticket auto. If it's not serial numbered, pick an autograph card, or try and find a serial numbered card from one of the major sets to do that comparison. Check out the wall of cards, y'all. Put up shelves. Bish, 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 bish. Move the show your slabs. Just left too big of a gap on the wall, you know. I wanted to fill it up. I love it, man. Love it. Good stuff.